Hey, serial cleaning business owners. My name is Jonathan Henderson with Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. In today's video, I want to go ahead and go over some of our client case studies when it comes to Google Ads for the month of July, right? So we'll be going over some of our clients' performances from July 1st to July 31st. And these are going to be clients from various areas. North Carolina, as you can see the client that's on the current screen right now, Delaware, Florida, where else? Georgia. We also have a client that we're going to show that's in Kentucky and Maryland as well, so that you guys can kind of have an idea of how Google Ads is across various places, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get right into this video. So first, as you can see with this client that we have in Delaware, right? As you can see, this client has an average cost per click of $16.89, which is kind of expensive, right? And he's spending about $2,000. But as you can see right now, what conversions basically means is how many leads. And, when we count leads, we're counting people that call their business or people that submit a contact form, right? We count that as a lead. And so you can see he got 47 leads for this, as you can see right here at the top, from July 1st to July 31st. He got 47 leads, and this cost per conversion is $44, right? So this is basically for each lead, he spent $44, right? And this is very good numbers. As you can see right now, the conversion rate is 38%, right? And so if we kind of take a look at what the average, conversion rate for Google Ads is, right? So if you look at the average conversion rate for what Google Ads is for pressure washing businesses, as you can kind of see, this repeatable business says that their ranges are between 15 to 25%, but are typically around 18%, right? And so we're blasting past that right now, as you can see. 38.21% for this client campaign, at that point, right? And so when you look at the average conversion rate on Google Ads across mobile, across all industries, it's 3.48%. You know what I mean? So as you can see, this repeatable company is, doing a really good job as well, but also we're doing our due diligence also. As you can see, 38%. So that means almost 4 out of 10 people are hitting up my client. You know what I mean? 4 leads. And like I said, his average ticket in that area of Delaware that he's in, his average ticket's around $400 to $500, right? So if he closes even just half of these leads, which would be around 24, right? If we just do 24, well, I'll say 23. Let's just do 23 times 500. Go ahead and do that right now. As you guys can see, that's about $11,000. About $11,500 in that sense. And yeah, he only spent $2,000. If you put our fee into that, that's $2,500. He's almost 4 to 5xing his money at that sense, right? And as you guys know, I'm just giving worst case scenario type of numbers. These aren't the actual numbers because, like I said, they could be much better and usually are in terms of the return that my clients get. Now, moving on, right? Now, this is a client that we have in Georgia, right? So in Georgia, as you can see right now, they're up in Georgia. I ain't going to say where, I'll keep them hidden, but they're up in Georgia, right? So this client, as you guys can see, they spent $1,300. Their conversion rate, once again, is 35%, basically 36% conversion rate, right? Yes, their average cost per click is $18.66, but as you can see, the cost per conversion is $52, right? But as you can see, they got about 25 leads in that sense. You know what I mean? So as you know, they spent $1,300, right? They got 70 clicks. Out of those 70 people that clicked their ad, 25 of those people ended up converting. Like I said, they spent about $50 per lead in that sense. So I'm very ecstatic and very happy with this campaign because usually in Georgia, things are kind of slow in the month of July, right? They're kind of slow in the months of July. Now let's go on to this client right here, right? This is a client that I have in Maryland, and his campaign is going very well. You know what I mean? In that sense, right? So let me eliminate some of these columns so it's easier to go ahead and read in this sense. Let me go ahead and get rid of these. So let me go ahead and do this real fast. So apply that. So now it should be a lot easier to read now for you guys. But as you can see for this client right now, he's paying $57 per lead in that sense, right? And as you can see, he got 52 leads, so 52 conversions, right? He spent about $3,000. You know what I mean? He spent about $3,000. But like I said, this campaign is going very well. 191 clicks, 52 people calling him. His average ticket is a little bit higher than that too. His average tickets are always around $400 as well, $500. And even if you close half of these leads, right, you just do 25. You know what I mean? We can just do 25 or 26 actually, because that'd be 52. So 26 times 500 in that sense, $13,000, right? Which I know for him, he does way better than that. You know, he does way better than that when it comes to the amount of leads. He tells me the kind of return he gets, right? But as you can see right now, this is what we're getting for his, you know, exterior cleaning campaign, right? These are the type of numbers. $3,000 in spend, 52 leads. In Maryland, as you guys already may or may not know, it's a little bit of an expensive area, right? We're getting about 15 bucks a click, 15, 16 bucks a click. But we used to pay higher than that. But it's one of those things that, like I said, sometimes you can get on automated bidding strategies, whatever it may be, and it makes it a lot easier because we've been running this client's campaign for like the past 2 to 3 years. So we really have it dialed in, you know. This client right here, right? This is a client that we have in Florida because you can see the paver sealing and roof cleaning, right? So we're only running paver sealing and roof cleaning for this client in this sense. And as you can see in the month of July, right? You can see paver sealing, he spent $1,600. You know, he got 21 leads right there. His average cost per click for each one of those paver sealing leads, like each click was about 16 bucks. His cost per conversion is going to be a little bit higher, you know, because we have to spend a little bit more, right? It's $77 that we're getting per lead for this paver sealing campaign. Like I said, this client's out in Florida. And even with that, right, the thing about this, though, these are really good numbers in terms of paver sealing because you have to look at it in this way. This client's average paver sealing job is $1,000 or more in that sense, right? So when you kind of look at that, he gets 21 leads. If he just closed half of those leads, right, for just $1,000, which I know he closes them sometimes for a lot more than that, right? But even if he just closes, let's just say an even number of 1,000 and it's half of them, and he closes 10 out of those 21, that's $10,000 off of $1,600 in ad spend. You know what I mean? And then even for his roof cleaning campaign, he spent about $768. Got about 13 leads, I will say. Average cost per click is kind of high in this area. And he was, you know, he got $62, $61 per lead in that sense, right? But the conversion rates on these things, we converted about 21% of these people. And then his roof cleaning campaign, we converted like 32% of people. Overall, he spent $2,381. He got 33 and a half. I hate how Google does that. He basically got 34 leads and 71 bucks per lead in that sense. But you got to think about it. His average roof cleaning job is going to be about $300, $400. He closes half of that. This client is like on doing numbers. For $2,381, like I said, for 33 leads that consist of roof cleaning and paver sealing. And if you combine both of those average tickets, like an average ticket for paver sealing is going to be above 1,000, but let's just say it's even at 1,000. The average for roof cleaning is going to be about, you know, $400 in that sense. So that's $700, right? So if you just close half of those leads right there, you can do the math, right? In the sense of you can just, let's do 16 times 700 in that sense, right? Just overall. It's $11,000 in that sense for just, like I said, for just $2,381 in ad spend. That's basically 5xing your money. You know, so we can go to this next client. I think this client, this client is in Kentucky. So this is kind of a clear-cut campaign. You know, we've been running this client's campaign for, you know, the last couple of years in this sense. And like I said, we still see some good results from their campaign, right? They spent $1,700. Their conversion rate is 29%. Like I said, we get awesome conversion rate numbers. So 29% of people are, like I said, filling out being a lead in that sense. We're getting 30 conversions. Right, so we're getting 30 leads, and we're getting about $60, $59 per lead in that sense, right? Month of July, you know, in Kentucky, it's not going to be as busy in that sense, right? It's not going to be as busy like how it is in like months of like April, May, June. So even with that, a slower month, I'm fully happy with this. And this client's average ticket is like $500. So even if they closed half of those leads, 15 times 500, right? Just off of Google Ads, you know what I mean? 15 times 500, right? So I go 500. That's $7,500. And like I said, guys, a lot of these results are much better than what I'm explaining it to be. But nonetheless, like, you made $7,500 off of $1,700 in ad spend. You know what I mean? In that sense. So that's a hefty return. That's like a 5x return right there, you know, in that sense on their campaign, right? So like I said, the numbers in here in Kentucky for this client's particular area, like I said, it's going to be a little bit more competitive. As you can see, I don't worry about the cost per click. A lot of people do. Yeah, it's 17 bucks, but let's worry about the conversion rates. You know what I mean? Like, how well are we converting? How many leads are we getting? That's really what I just care about. How well are we converting, and how well are we getting these leads? You know, that's really what I care about. Getting you guys the leads, getting you bang for your buck. You know? This other client. So this client is a Florida client of ours, once again. So they do pressure, they do pressure cleaning and roof cleaning in that sense. And this campaign's going really well too. So if we look individually just at his pressure cleaning campaign, he's spending $1,200 in that sense. Let's round it up to $1,300. Average cost per click is about 12 bucks. And he's got 32% conversion rate. He got 32 leads, and he's paying about $39 per lead. So this is right where we want to be at, guys. This is right where we kind of want to be at in terms of this client's campaign in this sense. This is kind of where we want to be at, right? And roof cleaning campaign, like I said, we just kind of go ahead and look at that. $868 for his roof cleaning campaign. He got 14 leads, about 62 bucks per lead. Conversion rate was 25%. So 25% of people are going ahead and clicking, hitting him up, right? And just overall, client spent, $2,100 in that sense. 20 converting at basically 30%, and he's getting 46 leads, and his average cost per lead is 46 bucks. This is right where we want to be at, guys. Right where we want to be at. Now, this client's average ticket's a little bit lower. His is going to be about $350 where he's at, because some places in Florida, man, that can be, they can be a little bit competitive, right? But even at that, like 46, like let's just do 23 times, let's do 23 times 350, right? That's $8,050 in that sense. And like I said, you have the ad budget. That's basically, like I said, a 4x with this ad spend in that sense. If he's closing half of those leads in that sense, right? So I keep it basic numbers, guys, so it's easy to comprehend. I know some guys will talk to me and they'll be like, well, this person and this, you said that they got a 4x return, whatever it may be. Yeah, some clients do see that. Some clients see a 2x return. As long as you're seeing a return on your money and you're not losing money, because for some of our clients, I ain't going to lie, we break even. They might spend, and that may be because of, not because the leads we're bringing them, but their ability to close the leads we bring them, which I have another video coming next week about that. But let's look at this last client in this sense. This is a North Carolina client of ours. Like I said, he spent about $2,000. It says $1,957, but we'll round that up to $2,000, right? About 25% conversion rate. He got about 35 leads in this. Spending about 56 bucks a lead, right? So this is kind of, I like these numbers as well. This client's average ticket, he closed like 2 commercial jobs on this one that were pretty hefty. I mean, this client essentially like 20x his money. You know what I mean? In that sense. But like I said, 35 leads in this sense. And this is the month of July. So you guys can only probably imagine how it was in May, June, right? So this client got 35 leads in the month of July, right? Which we know July can be a typically slower type of month. We all know that. July can, and this is in North Carolina. So even with that, like I said, he spent about $2,000, 24% conversion rate, 35 leads in that month. And like I said, he spent about 56 bucks per lead. And so his average ticket's around $400. You guys can also do the math on that. He probably 4x his money, even though I know he did much better than that. So yeah, guys, these are just some of our client case studies. Like I said, North Carolina, Kentucky, Florida, Georgia. Like I said, I had some other ones, Maryland. And I know I give you guys some for Virginia, but we have a lot of clients in Florida that we always do a lot of stuff with in that sense. So that's why I'm always showing you guys different ones. Who else in this sense? Like I said, Delaware. So even in Delaware, right? Delaware, there's a lot of leads that we can go ahead and generate for people as well. But if you guys need help with the Google Ads, go ahead and, click the free strategy session in the description. And we would love to go ahead, audit any accounts that you guys have so that we can see how we could be best fit for what you need in terms of running Google Ads, in terms of running all of this stuff, right? So, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I'll definitely see you in the other video. If you do need help with your Google Ads, please click the description and schedule a free strategy session with us, and we will be in touch with you guys immediately, because we look forward to helping you as we work with over 50 exterior cleaning businesses with Google Ads, SEO, web design, and some Facebook ads as well. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon.